Howdy y'all, I'm one of Lex Lives. I think it's time we play a little Minecraft. I couldn't remember. What the heck? Why can I hear music? Music is off, game. See this? Music. Off. Hush. You crazy loon. Alright, what we got going in here? I need, you know, I was thinking about last night, and I need to change how we're doing this building. I got started, and I got started wrong. And you know what? I think that means I'm going to have to go down below, because I don't have any material to work on this, so yeah, I want to try and get buildings that are going to be a little thicker to be a little thicker. So okay, when I say that, that makes absolutely no sense. What I want to do is I would like to get the materials necessary to put an outside cover on my building, as well as have an interior decoration scheme that is different from the exterior decoration scheme. You like that? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the thickness of my walls so that I can have both an inside and an outside. So if we're going to use that, then I need to get started on buildings that are actually going to have that, because not everything will be super thick, right? I mean, my warehouse building here is not going to be that thick. I don't have any torches. Oh well. And so it can be a thin building, but the cement plant's little office building there should be a little thicker than you know, sheet metal warehouse kind of thing, right? I would think so. They'd have nicer walls, and they'd want some nice thick walls too on top of that, just to keep the noise from all the trucks and everything out. So I can't just throw up one thing and go with it. I've got to get the exterior and the interior put up. Probably a space in between as well, so that I can mount some lighting and stuff. Although the lights probably go in the ceiling, so I probably won't have them in the walls. And so we won't have to worry about that too much, but we'll get her in there. Yeah, I'm trying to get a little recording done early today. Well, I was gonna get some recording early today done. That almost didn't come out as a proper sentence. Aww. Now I gotta go get a new pick. I broke my pick. Whoa, I fell off. I can't remember if I brought iron back here or not. I think I did. I lost my horse, which sucks. I can't seem to manage to keep a horse alive in this game. Iron would be down here. I didn't bring back any iron? Seriously? I thought I brought back a ton of iron. Where did all my iron go? What did I use it on? That's so weird. I'm gonna have to run out to the other base then, because I don't have any iron here. It's all at the other base. So maybe I've got some diorite and stuff I can grab from the other base too and use that. But yeah, one of my friends, Lego, he's up here and spending the I don't know, not the week, but half a week with me. Although, I mean, he doesn't think he did, but he called me on Sunday, and in his mind, he also called me on Monday to confirm his plans, which never happened. He checked his phone last night while we were arguing about it, and not like argue, just, I told you I was. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. It's on my phone. Yeah, check your phone. Huh, I didn't. Oh, look, I can just make some diamond gear here. That'd probably be better. Okay, let's go ahead and grab things like granite, diorite. We'll take that back with us. Andesite. We'll take that back with us. Andesite. You can have. Oops. I'll keep that. You can have that though. So we had a phone conversation on Sunday night about him coming up here. I have a lot of diamonds. And, ooh, I'll take this glowstone back with me, too. There wasn't any glowstone in here, was there? No. What about up here? And he says, oh, I got a ton of picks in here, too. Look at that. Let's take some picks back with me. And then I've got, yeah, all this stuff here. I should take this stuff back with me, too. Alright. And he ends the phone conversation with, you think it'd be alright if I come up, like, Wednesday or Thursday and stay through, like, Sunday? I'm like, yeah, that'd probably be fine. He's like, well, if it's not going to be okay, I can stay someplace else. I'm like, I don't know, I think it should be fine. And he's like, well, you let me know. You let me know, and whether or not it's okay. Just, email me or something and let me know, or I'll just call you later. And I'm like, okay. Like I said, it should be fine. I can't think of anything that would interfere, but you never know. And so that's it. That's the last time I talked to him. And to me, that is not a yes, I am going to be there, what day I'm going to be there, any of that. That is a, I think I'm going to take this granite with me. I'm going to sleep, though, on the floor here next to my bed. Helps my back. And maybe we'll do some polished granite along the base. I was thinking dark wood, but I hate creepers. I hate them because there's no rhyme or rule to how they work. I don't understand how far away you're supposed to be anymore to keep explosions from happening. It drives me crazy. Okay, so I think if we do one of these... well, let's stop there because I gotta think about what this was supposed to look like. But yeah, so then my sister says, "Hey, did you know that Lego was coming up?" I'm like, "Yeah, he said he'd let me know, or he'd call back and we'd talk about what days he was coming up and when he was going to be there, and how long he was going to be, and because he said Saturday or Sunday during the conversation." And she's like, "No, he said on Facebook that he's going to be here tomorrow." This was Tuesday. And he'd be here tomorrow. And I'm like, what? He didn't call me back. He said he was going to call me back. She's like, well, he said he's going to be on his way up tomorrow. So, yeah, he showed up Wednesday without ever talking to me again. I mean, it would have been fine. It's the fact that he didn't bother to call me back. It's the fact that he thinks he called me back. Alright, and then this is only going to be... Why is this so huge here? Why do I have a three space here? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, because I was going to do an outline around the door, right. I think I'll put a double door in. Alright. And then on the inside here, I think I want to put some dark oak along the base. I think that'll look nice. Dark oak. Oh, those are already planks. Dang it, I thought it was wood. I thought I'd be able to get away with a few more in here. I'm gonna have to go get some more dark oak. Ooh, look at my jungle tree. Oh, I got a big one. That was my hope. Nice big jungle tree. Get lots of wood out of it. But yeah, so I knew he was planning on coming up, and so I spent the early part of my week just recording as much as I can because, you know, I'm on vacation. So I got time, and so I got some recorded. I thought I recorded for Saturday, and then I realized after I didn't have any more time to record because he was here that I didn't record correctly. I keep doing this. I keep forgetting what day Infitech is on, and I record Infitech when I should be recording other things. And so then I got an episode of Infitech done for Sunday because in my head I thought it went up on Saturdays because it used to go up on Saturdays, which doesn't help things. I did it once before where I should have recorded Void World, and instead I recorded Infitech. Can't get that Infitech off my brain. But, yeah, it's, I don't know. So I've already got a Sunday episode recorded, and I hadn't even recorded my Saturday. Actually, though, I've got both of Sunday's episodes recorded at this point. And, so I also have my Better Than Wolves is done as well. Oh, you know what? I can totally fill in this spot here now. Okay, now I think I'm gonna do this, and so I'll do the same thing here. Well, I'm not gonna put dark oak on the floor, but I'm gonna put it over the door. I think that'll look nice. But yeah, so last couple days, you know, and then he keeps me up way too late, so I'm exhausted the next day. We didn't go to bed until 5 a.m. last night, and so it's okay. I did. You know what? I'm gonna put a bigger window here, I think. Just because it's a nice view. And then this one here is the street view, so I don't need such a big view of the street. But yeah, we were watching YouTube videos he wanted me to watch all night. Some series that he watched on YouTube. It's alright, it's not my favorite. And you know what? I think the entry door is going to be over on this side. So let's do this door back here. And then this back wall is going to be solid. because nobody needs a view of the cement plant from the office, I don't think. And I don't even need to fill that in, but hey. That one's filled in by cobblestone. Oh, you guys didn't get filled in at all down here. Oh, oh. You know what? I might shrink this down to a 2 window. I think it'll look better. I like having a little bit of wall there. Okay. Now, I think the ceiling, I'll go ahead and do polished diorite for that. Because it gives you those little squares like it's a tile ceiling. I probably could have gone with bone if I had a bone supply. I need to make a monster farm now since they added in those bone blocks. Because I don't have a good source of bone blocks. I saw there was a video online about the best ways to find fossils on one of the channels I was looking at, but I didn't watch it to see what was the best way to find fossils. For me, though, the problem is that I had to go like 6,000 blocks to get to a mesa, so I have so much territory. I don't have any torches. I have so much territory already. Yeah, see, I like the way that looks, like it's an office ceiling. But we're gonna put in some lights in here. Let's do. Oops, I didn't want to do that one. I want to do this one. Oh, yeah, no, that'll work. That'll work, right? And then we'll do one on this side as well. Just put a couple of ceiling. I'm gonna swap it out for redstone because I like the redstone lamps better than glowstone. I think glowstone is ugly. I don't know. It looks like frog eggs to me or something. I don't like it. It looks awfully plain out here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. We have to fill this in anyways. Because of the ceiling. But let's put an andesite maybe line around here and see what that looks like. Maybe. You know what? Let's try some stone stairs across the front there. We'll kind of make it, you know, one of those flat-topped buildings. Bloop. Okay. Oh yeah, I've got plenty of stone. Plenty of stone for what I want to do. I wonder if polished andesite would look better than just andesite up there. But then it's going to be... Well, you know, I could put in a little bit and change things up. That might be nice. Yeah, but he's anyways, Lego, he's off visiting his family at the moment, so I've got a few minutes to get this in here since I probably should have done it before and didn't bother. Uh, why did you do that? That's so weird. I like that the one is like, nope, I'm going in like a normal stair, and the next one's like, oh, yep, this is what you want. This is where I'm going. Okay, and then what if we take like this out, replace it with that, two, and we'll just like put one in every 2 blocks here, which will give it an uneven pattern, which will be fine. One, two. Oh, you can't even see that because we don't know. We don't know what the back is gonna look like. Dang it, that's gonna screw up my pattern. Well, we can guesstimate it from the front here. So, 1, 2, block, 1, 2, block, 1, 2, block, 1, 2, block. So you're actually a block. I may have screwed this up, but that's okay. It's fine, whatever. It'll match the other side. 1, 2. Ugh. 1, 2. Block. And the chances are this is going to continue on out this way anyways. Maybe. Okay. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good. I still think this might be too plain, but maybe I'll get a sign or something in there. And you know, there's enough room that I could maybe make a cement sign across the front of that. uh, I should be able to use banners and spell out cement, I think. I'll have to look that up how to do it, but I've seen it done, so maybe I can get cement on the front of this. All right. It's looking pretty good. Now, what am I going to do for the floor? Probably carpet. Well, it's a dirty place. I don't know if they want carpet. Let's go with let's go with just granite, maybe. See what that looks like. I don't know if granite really does it for me. How about andesite? How about a gray like stone floor in here? I think that might be better. I guess just stone works too, for that matter. But let's go ahead and throw in the andesite so I can decide. Because actually out here will probably be stone, just a cement floor, since that's the that's the actual cement plant area. Maybe there might be several buildings involved. I'm not sure. I still need to look up how cement plant works. I know how cement at your house works. I've done that, and I've purchased cement from a cement plant. You know, I've had the guys from the gravel yard come out. I've told that story before, a long time ago. When I'd never really done anything like that before. Never had a big project where I had to have cement brought into the house. And we had really bad muddy spots. And in the past, we'd had a tractor, and we no longer had a tractor. And so we had no real way um, to move around the gravel and stuff if we ordered in gravel like we'd done in the past. And I didn't know anybody with a tractor at that point either because, well, you know, I'd never really done anything like that before. And so I decided what we'd do is we'd take the areas where we park and we would just cement them in. And then that way we'd have nice cemented in. I am totally not going to have any andesite, am I? Oh, there we go. And just cement them in, and then that way we'd have nice cemented parking areas. And so I went out and I measured, and it's tricky to measure because you have to measure three-dimensionally. So not only do you need to know, the length and the width, but you also need to know the depth. And so because it was more than one area and they were different shapes, and I wrote it all out and I calculated it, and I calculated it wrong. And I calculated it a couple times to make sure, and I calculated it wrong every time. It's cement sold by the yard, and so yeah, I think that works. We get a couple of paintings back on the wall here, maybe. We get some windows in. I'm gonna put a little desk in, probably over here, and then some chairs for people to wait on. Maybe a couple of plants. It'll be good. And so the so I can't remember what part of it I screwed up, but it needed to be divided again in half, and I didn't do it. And so when I ordered it, I ordered twice as much cement as I needed. And I told the guy that I'd never done anything like this before. And he asked me what the dimensions were and how much cement I would need. And so I gave him the dimensions that I wanted to fill in and how much cement I thought I needed. And he wasn't even the guy who normally sells the cement. And so he's asking me these questions like I'm supposed to know the answers to them. And I'm like, look, dude, I've never done anything like this before, so what do you suggest? He's like, well, I can't really suggest anything. I can just give you the options, and then you have to choose from the options. I'm like, yeah, but what do I need? And so he's like, do you want nylon in it? I'm like, I don't know. What does nylon do? How many times do I have to tell you never done this before? Well, the nylon is good for this time of year because it was getting colder, and so when you pour cement when it's cold, you want nylon. It adds a few bucks to the price, but you want nylon. I'm like, so do I need nylon? If I need nylon, then give me nylon. Well, I can't tell you that you need nylon, but I would suggest you use it. I'm like, all right, well then let's do it. And then there were some other things that he asked me if I wanted or needed, and no matter how many times I told him I have no idea, and he just kept acting like I should know what I'm doing. So the cement guy shows up, and he's like, all right, here's your first load. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, so where are we dumping it? And I'm like, okay, well, this is... Well, what did I just do there? That was weird. I thought I was out of potatoes. I was not. And so he's like, okay, so he dumps out the first load, and the next guy comes, and he dumps out a load, and the next guy comes, and he dumps out a load, and then I'm done. And the guy who dumped out that third load is like, so where does the next load go? And I'm like, next load? And he's like, yeah, you've got like 3 more loads coming. And I'm like, what? And so I'm like, no, 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 no. This is all I've got. And he's like, well, is there any other place you could dump cement because you've got 3 more loads mixed up and on their way? I'm like, no, I have no use for it. And he's like, well, we'll try and I'll call back and see if we can't stop them from mixing it up. And so he called back, and they'd already made one of the 3 loads, and so I had to pay for that load, which I'm sure they just turned around and used at a different place. And so they basically charged me for a load of cement that they then sold to somebody else, because as far as I can tell, that's the way these people are. These people being these businessmen around me who are like this. I told you about the well guy, right? Who came out and pulled 100 feet of piping out of the ground and then took it with him without asking. You know, I've taken business ethics classes, and that is something you are not supposed to do. You are not supposed to take customers' property without asking them if it's okay first. You don't take the old. I mean, I fix computers, so you don't take the old hardware unless the customer. You know, you don't say, well, this, you know, I pulled this hard drive out. It's still a good hard drive. You know, I'm gonna take it with me. No, you're like, all right, so this is what you've got left over, and you know, I guess if you want to be an honest businessman, which I suppose most people aren't, they wonder why I don't trust people. But yeah, so luckily I didn't just have to find a spot for them to dump cement that had no purpose. And you know what's really crazy is that after I did all that work and paid for all that, we moved like the next year. I'm like, man, I could have saved myself like $1,200 or $2,000, whatever it wound up costing me in the end. If you'd have just said we were gonna move the next year, dang, spur of the moment people, just plan things out. I could have totally saved myself money. But I guess for a year we did have a nice place to park our cars. Man, that was so much work, because we didn't just pour a place for the cars to park. We also tore out the old sidewalk and replaced the sidewalk, and you gotta dig the area out where you're gonna put the cars, and it's all got to be fairly level. And yeah. All right. Well, I think this is a good place to call it. We got a good bit done on this building today. I like it. I think it's looking pretty good. Like I said, we'll get to some of the interior stuff done, and I don't know if I'm gonna do it right now, but eventually here I'm gonna dig out the rest of this extra not stone stuff. I'm gonna replace it all with stone because it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be I forgot what version of the game I'm playing. It's gonna be my cement plant here, and so, although you know our local cement plant, the one that's just a few miles down the road, is actually they're all on dirt and gravel for their parking lot and roads. I don't know. That's one of those things that bugs me. Like, you go into a computer store and they have terrible computers. Not to sell, just that they're using. Or, you know, you go to a place that's got a sign out front and the sign is missing letters. Or, you know, the light bulbs are burnt out. And I'm like, you're a cement place. Shouldn't you have poured yourself a parking lot by this point? Maybe. I don't know. Just show your handiwork. Something. Anyways, click like if you like, subscribe, share, and catch the next one. I'll talk to you later.